So I've started recording. So we're gonna be doing variables. So I'm gonna say variable. What are variables? So what the so a variable is where you have like a name. You have a name like that, and you then let me say the name is Bob. So this is a variable name, and this Bob I have here is a value. So it's like I'm assigning Bob to the variable name. So I can have a variable of an age, for example. I have a variable age, and I have the value 40. I'm assigning this equal to here means that I'm assigning a value to the variable name. And I can have another let me say distance, for example, can be 5.5. So this is another variable name. Sorry, this variable name distance, and the value is 5.5. So if you look at the variable, the values, I have a string. I have like this the quoted name Bob, right, in quotation. This is called a string, and this number 40 is called an integer, and this 5.5 is called a float. It's called let me see, string, no, string, and I have integer, and I have a float. So now, what if we want to print out the variable name? Then that is where a print statement comes in. So I can say print, and with open and close parentheses. Then whatever I have as my variable name, I can pass it into the print statement to display. So the print is used to display the the variable value. So now I have print age, and I have a print age as well, and I have print distance. So if I have this, now if I go to my Python and I type Python class, that is the name of my Python file, .py file. So I have class day. So I need to go to Python class first, cd Python dash class, cs Python class 4, class day 4.py. So if I run it, you see I'm getting the result Bob, I'm getting the result 40, I'm getting the result 5.5. Also, technically, there is another way to run the same. If you want to run it, on VS Code, there's this play. Let me hide this. There's this play button on the right. If you have a VS Code open right now, there is a play button towards the right. Once you click on it, it's going to always end up printing the same stuff for you. So then, right, this is how to display the variable name. What if you want to just display something inside of the print statement? Then I can do this. If I want to display a string, I can do quotation. I can say Bob. So that means I'm declaring, I'm just printing the name, like the value, instead of the variable name. So you can print the value. Also, Also, you can print you can print the number as well, which is 40. You can do 40, and you can print 5.5. It's still gonna print the same thing. So if you want to, make your work look neat, then you can declare the variable names and the value. You can assign the value to the variable name, and the variable name can be any name. It can be any given name. So that's any question regarding how to declare variable and assigning a value to a variable.
No.
So are we good to proceed?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna do this. So now, what if right now you see that I'm the one giving the value, assigning the value to the variable name, right? What if I just want the user to just input a name, right? If you see for line 5, I have Bob. What if I want to have my name Idris, right? So I will need to do what? Remove clear Bob, right, and put Idris as a name. So what if I want to have multiple, like maybe multiple username? So I will keep having to go back to my code and keep changing the variable name, which is like a lot to do. So that is where this input function comes in. So, and it gets the user input. So now that I have, let me just comment this one out as well. So now that I have in line 5 is, I assign the name to the variable, I assign the value to the variable name. Now I can say name equal to input, what is your name? And I can print the variable, name. So if I print it, let me clear. If I end up running this code, you see it's asking what is your name. I can do Idris and it's going to print Idris. If I run it again, if I say Moses, for example, you see I'm returning the value. So I don't have to to declare the value. So I can give the user random stuff. Then I can also do the
Sorry,
same.
can you do that again? I didn't. How did that happen? I didn't. Maybe I
Well,
wasn't
can you
getting.
come again?
I didn't get what you just did. How were you able to just type Moses and it showed?
So what I did was, there is a function in Python that can get the user input. And this is how you declare it. You use input, then open parentheses, and the command or the information you're requesting, like what is your name? You need to assign the input to the variable name, called name, and you print it out. So this is what I did. I have name, and I did input, what is your name? And I'm printing out. So I can also do age, how old are you? I can do uh, well, I can do states, which can say what state do you live in. This is like taking the user input and storing it into the variable name. I'm taking the age and storing it to the variable name age. I'm taking the state, I'm storing it to the variable name state. So, and if I want to print it out, I can say print name. I can do age, I can do state. If I run the program, if I do erase, just put in a random age. I can do, so you see how it declared the name, the age, and the variable, the state. This is how I'm doing it. But now, what if I want to, like kind of like modify it to make it look presentable, right? Where I don't have to, declare the name, declare the age. I can just use one print statement to, display the values. So I can, this is where um, there's something in Python called concatenation, which is plus sign, is used to combine string. So if I want to combine them together, I can, if I want to join them together, I would now say print, see, and I did a string. Let me just type it. So I can say, if I do name, right? If I do plus, if I do age, for example now, and I do plus, and I do state, if I'm doing using the plus sign like that, I'm going to get an error. I'm going to get an error. You see, no, I didn't even get an error. You see how I got Idris 35 Chicago. There is no space between it, right?
Sorry,
There's no,
sorry.
yeah.
When you did the what is your name? What state do you live in? And after running it, the output were Idris 35 Chicago. Where I can see the value of the value, all the values that it gave us, I can see it didn't declare it on the thing before running it.
You see, what is your name? Idris. How old are you? I give 35. What state do you live in? I get Chicago. You're right here.
So where did you, okay. But it did not declare it. I can't see it on the thing, on the
Code.
framework.
This is it right here.
Okay, I can see the questions, but where did it pick out your name, Idris 35 Chicago? Where?
I declared it. Let me run it again. Let me clear. You see, when I run the program now, you see where it says, what is your name, right?
Okay, yes, I could see what's your name, but the answer, where did it?
I'm the one typing the answer.
Oh, okay.
I can do, see,
yeah.
I can do, see, I gave you hear me,
Okay,
right?
so you are manually entering the answers.
Yeah, I'm giving the user the answer. I'm, inputting the answer as opposed to
Manually.
if if I have to declare them in the code themselves.
Okay,
So,
I was confused. Where did
oh,
those answers come
Yes,
from?
I was confused at first too.
so you see how I'm giving the name because
Okay.
I'm using input. Input is, like I said here, is used to
Yeah.
get the user input.
Oh, okay. User to input. Okay. Now I get it.
So I'm saying input, name, then input, how old are you? That is a question I'm asking the user. I'm saying age, and I say, what state do you live in? And I'm putting the variable name, state. But you see how there is no space between you and me. And if you kind of if someone says you should write a code to display, someone's name, age, and you write this, they might not accept it, right? Because it doesn't look presentable, right?
Yeah.
If you look at, there is no space, there is no like, so now, even when we use concatenation, it's just like joining the string, you combine the string together. Oh, we're gonna be out of time, so we can, rejoin again.
You know what, right? Because I'm doing it as you're doing it, and when I run my one, I had to do it, I had to run it individually. When I click the run, okay, it came out what is my name, and I run it again. it gave me how old are you? Okay.
No,
And
I guess, you
so
know
why is
what?
it giving me?
Let me stop sharing and you can share your screen so we can see
Okay.
what you're doing on your end. Let me give
I want
the
to ask a
sharing.
question, Idris, before
Yeah,
you can share, but I want to ask a question. Can we start with the beginning number one, the name, the age, on the like state? Can we start like that instead of writing the variable? What is the meaning of variable?
like, hold on. What?
On
Let me share my screen.
like number one, the way you wrote your variable, I don't like. Can I just start from number 5?
Number 5, we
Mm-hmm.
can do that. We
Okay.
can do name is this.
Okay.
What is good is because now, if you know, if someone name, if you put like maybe Bob, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some other user that is trying to, enter their name,
Mm-hmm.
then they won't be able to enter their name because you already gave the program, you already assigned the name Bob.
Okay.
Up to it. So now, if the reason why we're using input is because you can use any random name. You can use
Okay.
any name without having to, be Bob.
My question is that can we start from anywhere? Like if you want to start your own Python at home, can you start from anywhere instead of writing variable? What are the variables? The question.
Oh, like all this question.
Can I start from
No,
like
no, no.
name?
I'm using it to explain. If you want to
Okay, that's what I
do
want
your
to.
own, you can just go straight to the code. I'm
That's what.
just using because I'm explaining, so I'm just using mine to show explanation of what they are.
Then if I want to like make it not visible like this, the way you are making not visible, like when you run the code, it will not appear. What am I going to do?
You have to highlight it,
Uh-huh.
highlight everything, like you're highlighting it, and you do control and the forward slash. That is the
Okay.
question mark.
Forward slash. Yes. No,
Yeah,
okay,
control
thank
and
you.
the
Forward slash.
yeah.
Okay, let me quickly do now.
So now you can share your screen now. So I will see how you're running your code.
Yeah, okay. Let me share my screen. I don't know if I made a mistake now about something. Can you see my screen?
Yep. Can you enlarge
Enlarge it, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do now.
yeah, you see the yellow logo on the VS Code?
Oh God.
There's a yellow, click on the VS Code. You see the yellow button to
Yeah,
the
it's
left
basically
of
blocking it. I'm coming. Let me move this away. Yeah.
okay.
And why is this at the top? Okay, I do not know what I clicked on now that is showing me 2 windows.
Yeah, you can just close the one to the left. You can close the one to the right.
Okay, yeah, right now. Yeah. So
Okay,
yeah,
now.
this is what I'm trying to say. Okay. I tried to run it. Okay. Okay, wait, let me clear this off first so that you can understand. So now I'm gonna run it. And so you see, I thought it was gonna give me all the questions at once, all this, but it's giving me one by one. What is your name?
Yeah, it's gonna give you one by one because once you enter the input, once you enter the name, then it's gonna ask you to enter the age, then it's gonna ask you to enter the state. Because in programming, the programming run like step by step. It runs like from the top all the way to the bottom. So now if you put in a name, for example, you need to enter the name on your keyboard.
Yeah.
So you need to run it again. Run the code again. Then now
I'm trying to enter my name.
No, you're not running it yet.
Okay.
You're not running the program yet. Okay, now enter your name now.
Okay.
You see how
Yeah.
enter the age.
Okay.
Stay.
Okay.
Then enter. You see how it display your name,
Oh, okay.
your age, and
That's right.
the state.
Yes, I do. Oh,
So
okay. I thought it was going to run everything at once. Not.
no, because the reason why it won't run everything at once is because you are asking the user to enter the input, the first input. If you don't enter the first input, then it's not going to show the next,
Okay.
because the computer is getting information from the user. So once you put in the information, then it will move to the next code, the next question. Then once you enter the details, then it's going to move to the next one. Then once you do that, then it's now going to display everything to you at once.
Okay. Cool. Right. Okay. And that was the reason why you introduced the what was it called? The cockade. What did you call it now?
Concatenation.
Concatenation. Yeah.
Yeah. So where you can just have everything in one line. But now with the concatenation now,
Let me
so with the concatenation, let me stop share my
sharing.
screen.
Yeah.
So share screen. So everybody understand all the point to the input, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So now I'm doing concatenation, basically like doing using the plus sign as concatenation to combine string together. But once I do that, you see how it's like it's looking like rough, right? It looks rough. So now
Yeah.
then I can now have like two quotation and a space, like then another plus to join, to combine it. Then I'll have another one here and a plus to, which is like saying, trying to create like a space, using like a space. If I know I have this, then it's not going to show a space. But because I have this quotation now is storing like a string, but what do you call it? A space. So if I run this code now, I'm going to definitely get an error. I'm going to get an error. Let me see. Address 35. It should go. If I run it now, it prints. Wow.
Why did you think it was going to bring it to an error?
Yeah, because this is an integer. This should be an integer in the sense that you cannot print out a string. Let me see. To check if this is an integer, if it's a string, if it's a float, then there's a stuff in Python called type function. So, and it is used to determine the type of the variable. So if you have print and I have type name, I have age, I have state. You see how I have type and I have the parentheses, then I'm putting the variable name inside of the parentheses. Let me just minimize this out. Oh no, let me keep it. So now if I say run the same code, you see now it's saying 35 is a string, right? Because I'm using it as string. Well, 35 shouldn't be a string, right? It should be a number.